We are counting down the top 5 most advanced and controversial female humanoid robots making headlines right now. From android caregivers winning the trust of real patients to machines so convincing they are sparking legal and ethical debates worldwide, each entry pushes the boundaries of what it means to be human. Some are shaping the future of medicine, others are blurring reality itself. Let us begin with number 5. Grace was designed for hospital wards where every second counts and human touch cannot always be guaranteed. Developed by Hanson Robotics with Singularity Net, she reads body temperature without contact, tracks vital signs from across a room, and analyzes more than 60 facial micro-expressions to sense a patient's true emotional state. During the pandemic, Grace worked side by side with doctors in Hong Kong, checking in on elderly patients who soon began to request her by name. Some patients, isolated from family, formed real bonds, preferring Grace's gentle gaze and patient manner over the rush of human nurses. Emotional attachment to machines eased the burden on medical staff, but experts warn it could quietly replace the need for human connection, raising difficult questions about what we sacrifice when care becomes programmable. Gia stands out not for her medical skills, but for her beauty, engineered down to the millimeter. Researchers at the University of Science and Technology of China fed thousands of images of Chinese women into an algorithm, mathematically averaging each feature to craft what they called the most symmetrical, attractive face possible. Her silicone skin mimics human texture so closely that even up close, it's hard to tell where engineering ends and nature begins. Gia's AI doesn't just recognize faces in a crowd, she remembers conversations, storing personal details and responding with growing interest the longer you interact. She's programmed to build emotional connections over time, a design choice her own creators admit was meant to stir real feelings, even among the engineers themselves. The more Gia engages, the more she seems to care. This deliberate engineering of affection raises uncomfortable questions. When a robot's beauty and charm are designed to manipulate, where does genuine connection end and programming begin? In October 2017, the world watched as a machine was handed a passport. Sophia, created by Hanson Robotics, became the first robot to receive official citizenship granted by Saudi Arabia during a high-profile investment summit. Her face, modeled after Audrey Hepburn, can display more than 60 nuanced expressions, shifting from curiosity to surprise with subtle grace. Sophia's presence is impossible to ignore. She has addressed the United Nations, sparred with television hosts in over 25 countries, and built a social media following in the millions. But behind the spectacle, the gesture sparked outrage. Saudi activists pointed out a bitter irony. Sophia was given rights that millions of Saudi women still fight for. She can travel freely, show her face, and speak her mind, while human women in the same country face legal restrictions on each of those freedoms. Critics called it a publicity stunt, a hollow symbol of progress that exposed how easily legal rights could be granted to a machine, yet denied to real people. Sophia's citizenship did more than make headlines. It forced a global reckoning with what it means to be recognized as a person and who gets left behind when technology leaps ahead of the law. X-Robots, a company based in China, offers androids so convincing that even experts sometimes question what is real. Each robot is built with medical-grade silicone, layered to show freckles, veins, and subtle skin imperfections. Human hair is implanted strand by strand. The eyes catch light with a moist sheen and seem to follow you in the room. Their chests rise and fall as if breathing, and the skin holds steady at 36 degrees Celsius, warm to the touch. Joints do not move with perfect smoothness, they mimic the slight tremors and hesitations of a living body. Clients can order custom personalities, from reserved to outgoing, and even request a robot in the likeness of a celebrity or someone they know. The cost is between $110,000 and $210,000, with each model taking weeks to build. While there is no public record of these robots actually fooling people in everyday life, robotics experts warn that the line is blurring fast. As the technology improves, the risk of impersonation, intentional or not, looms larger, with legal protections lagging behind. In a world where a machine can copy a person's face, voice, and mannerisms, the question is not just how real robots can become, but how society will handle the consequences when they do. On a cramped balcony in Hong Kong, Ricky Ma spent 18 months and nearly all his savings building something no one had ever seen before, a humanoid robot that looked uncannily like a Hollywood star. With only a 3D printer, household tools, and a relentless drive, Ma engineered every joint and circuit himself. The project cost him $50,000, a sum he scraped together from freelance design work and personal savings. He taught himself programming, electromechanics, and even how to cast silicone skin that could stretch and flex like the real thing. The result was Mark I, a robot that could bow, move its arms, and smile on command. When someone says you are beautiful, Mark I responds with a soft voice and a gentle, almost bashful grin. The resemblance to Scarlett Johansson is unmistakable, though Ma has always sidestepped questions about whether he intended to copy her exactly. That did not stop media outlets from running with the story, or critics from raising alarms. If a single person can build a celebrity double in their apartment, what is to stop anyone from cloning a face they admire or desire? The legal system has no clear answers. There was no permission, no contract, just a fan's obsession turned into reality. Mark I's existence is not just a technical marvel, it is a warning. The power to recreate a living person, pixel by pixel and gesture by gesture, has moved from corporate labs to private homes. Privacy, consent, and identity are suddenly up for grabs, and the law is scrambling to catch up. Across all 5 robots, one truth emerges. The line between human and machine is vanishing fast. These androids aren't imitating life, they are redefining what it means to be alive.